say you are what you eat, so I don't eat chicken feet. But I love me some of Grandma's pickled beets. Well, cut it up, put it in the pan, throw it over your shoulder and see where it lands right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Maters, taters, beans and corn, the cows in the barn and the sheep's been shorn, kids in the barnyard chasing Grandpa's chicken. Chicken. Spices, slices, cuts and dices, gonna slash your grocery prices right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Help you grow your garden good with recipes to suit your mood. Try some grub you've never tried before. Smash it with a wooden mallet, gonna educate your palate. Right here in Farmer's Kitchen, in Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We're gonna cook something good now.
Hello and welcome to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. I'm Tim Farmer.
And I'm Tim Farmer. No, I'm Nikki Farmer.
We've never done an open like that.
No,
That's kind of fun.
don't do that to me. Don't mess me up.
You know what? Speaking of messing up, we went out the other day and we heard a noise, like a high-pitched lamb noise. A lot of people like it when we go out and walk around the farm and see the animals, so on and so forth. So we're going to do that right now. Let's go visit, because 5 turned into
9.
And today we got another surprise. Take a look at this little picture right here.
Now we're at 11. I found those wet in the field, so they were just born.
They were just born today, and it's in the 30s, so we got them inside their little enclosure, which we'll talk about in a minute, and milkweed's on deck.
Yeah, we got to get her in a pen too.
Yeah, she's looking mighty close. So we're going to have lambs,
babies everywhere.
lambs.
And they are so cute.
Let's take a look at them right now. All right, now this could go completely, totally wrong. I'm not sure, but here's one of the most fun parts. When these little lambs have been cooped up with their mom, and the mom wants to get out.
She's ready. Yeah, she's ready.
And we want to put these in here for 3 or 4 days to let them get used to their lambs, and because when they
Right.
start all lambing at one time, dropping a bunch of lambs, there can be confusion if it happens at the same time. So this can be awful cute. Now I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but when we open this up, and these little lambs have their first taste of open ground, they tend to flip their heels.
They're happy.
Now they'll probably all just sit right here and nobody come out, so anything weird can happen. Now, milkweed and myrtle, it's going to be their turn
Yeah,
next.
they look big.
Now that's a little ram we kept from last year. We're going to let him breed. But Mavis wants out bad, so we're just going to pull this side out and watch and see what happens. Come on, Mavis, let's go. Come on. Now listen to the mama call.
You're all right.
Now listen to the confusion. Now the other big lambs are gonna check them out. Here comes mama. Say, here I am, here I am.
She's
now
like,
here's
I'm
their
loose.
first walk of freedom. Let's see what happens. If you want, Nikki, go ahead and let Mama Mia out. And Mama Mia is pretty shy. It may take her a while to come on out. Aren't they cute? She has babies occasionally that look like Holstein calves. Once you start being around these animals, you understand their language. Each one has a different voice. Just like that. If I'd have heard that one, I'd have absolutely known that was Myrtle. Look at Milton checking out these babies.
Milton's always nice to the babies. You know,
And look, Mavis is not the least bit concerned because she knows he's harmless.
remember last year we had lambs and they played with Milton. Everybody loved, they sleep with Milton.
And he'll take up with them and actually run around with them. Now watch them being protective.
They're always mean.
Now these, sometimes it's that little ram, he'll go ram into the babies, and you think they're gonna hurt them, they don't. But it's interesting how everybody gets together in the beginning. There they go. Now that's what's cute. Now if you look up Katahdins, there's all kinds of variations of color. You got dark, you got white, because they are ultimately a mix of a lot of breeds, but that is not an uncommon coloration, that dark coloration. You can get everything from solid white to the browns to even a reddish color. And one of those reasons we have Katahdins is because they're fairly maintenance-free. Just worm them and take care of their hooves. Make sure they got good food to eat, and you can have bouncy lambs all over the place pretty quickly. Now the 2 black ones are boys, Mario and Marco. Now the 2 white ones are girls. They came out. They were born bigger than the girls.
They get a little confused with who their mother is, don't they?
Yeah, and that's, you know, just you see how Mama Mia ran that out of the way? They don't take care of anybody, it's not theirs. And that's the way the farm works.
Aren't they cute?
You can go from a few to a lot in a short amount of time.
We're gonna double shortly.
Now Millie has not been around babies, you know, so
She better be good.
she better be good. That's all I got to say about that. Because there are dogs that will chew on legs, chew on ears, so on and so forth. Now we've trained her around chickens. She was pretty rough on chickens.
Right.
Just to be real, sometimes you have to train these animals to what they got to do. Once they're there, they're there.
Yeah.
So we're putting a lot of trust in her. So now they get to have all kinds of fun and run and
Big
jump.
field. They'll probably go back in the barn tonight.
I guarantee they will.
But where they're used to sleeping.
All right, now I've been hearing about this and wanting to try it for a long time, and Kelly has been telling us about the spaghetti squash.
She's made a few recipes that look good.
Yeah, so I decided I'm gonna take some of our pasta recipes that we do anyway, easy stuff, and we're gonna try this tonight. But first, where do you get something like that? I wanna go somewhere where I know where my food comes from.
Right.
So let's go shopping real quick, because we need several items here.
Yes, we do.
Let's go take a little walk around our favorite store.
Okay.
Lauren, we're at our favorite store.
Tim, yes. Welcome.
And Kelly, who's behind the camera over there, she always talks about spaghetti squash.
Love spaghetti squash.
And everybody's asking about spaghetti squash
Because
recipes.
it is so delicious, it's good for you,
Right.
and it's a really nice alternative if you're trying to cut wheat or pasta out of
Right.
your diet. And it's really simple to do. I've heard of people microwaving it, I've heard of people doing it in the oven. Which way do you do it?
It's gonna be in the oven.
Okay, that's the way I do it too, because I like to get little roasty edges around it to add a little extra flavor.
You know, we've talked about this before, but when I was a kid, we went to the store, we didn't know where anything came from.
Right.
And I don't even think they had it print that on the can. Today, you can walk into the store and say, ooh, that came from Casey County.
Exactly.
Or that came from here and that came from there. When we were kids, you knew the guy who brought your milk. You knew where
Right.
the milk came from. You
Right.
can do that here.
Yes.
We know where it comes from.
You can put a face to it.
And it's got that cream on the top.
Ooh, so good.
And we got to have some of that today. And we're looking for some bacon.
Yes.
Sure, we got some local bacon
Oh,
here
we've got
too.
some good bacon, yeah. We can set you up.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to just shop around. It's so good to meet you, so good to have you on board.
Great to have you guys
And,
in the store again.
We're going shopping.
Okay,
You
let's
can't
go.
stop us, we're out of control.
Load up the basket.
All right. So, we're looking at eggs.
Yes.
All right, now, to me, it's fascinating. Look, let's just look and see.
Okay.
Where are they from?
All right, so we've got Chelsea's Eggs, which is out of Pleasureville, Kentucky. That's off of Dutch
right
Creek
up to
Farm.
Henry County.
You guys are so close to that. We got Centerfield Eggs, which from the Palisades pasture, they call it, out of Nicholasville. A couple here from Lexington. We've got Evermore Farm, and they have duck eggs and chicken eggs. Yeah.
How about that?
If you've never tried the duck eggs, they're, you say, really rich and delicious, right?
Yes.
We also have these eggs out of Lexington. I think a friend of yours, Todd Clark.
Yes, he's been on the show.
Yes, and beautiful eggs. Look at how rich the color is. And in wintertime, it's sometimes hard to have regular production of eggs. So
Right.
the people that are getting us these local fresh eggs know what they're doing.
They
know how
sure
to keep
do.
their hens happy.
Because our hens are like hit and miss.
Yeah.
So I need some of those today.
Okay,
Because,
there you go.
because they're hitting and missing. Mostly missing.
Mostly missing. You
And
need
milk.
good eggs.
We talked about milk with the cream on top.
Yes, with the whole milk.
Oh, yeah.
You can see that cream cap, they call it.
Oh, yeah.
And this is JD's milk, and it's out of Russellville, Kentucky. People
Look at that.
come from all over to get the JD's milk. And just like the milkman when you were a kid, you can come back and bring this glass carton back. You pay a deposit when you buy it. You bring the carton back, get
Just
your
like
money
the old
back,
days.
and then buy your next one.
Now here's the deal. Tell me if this is solid logic. I need calcium
For your
to
bones.
heal my bones. So in order to have calcium, I have to drink milk. In
Yes.
order to drink milk, I probably should get some cookies.
Obviously.
You think the logic
Obviously.
stands?
Yes.
All right, what about cookies? We can't look at cookies.
We got a lot of cookies.
Let's talk about cookies here in a minute.
Okay.
All right, let's pop these in a cart. Lauren, don't forget the cookies. Is that a fried apple pie?
This is. It's a
No,
homemade
no,
turnover.
no.
It's peach though.
Perfect.
Peach. And Ken, aka Uncle Kenny, makes these by hand. He delivers them every couple days. He's just right down the road in Harrodsburg.
You are kidding me.
They're really, really, really good.
You think Uncle Kenny would do a show with us?
I think he probably would.
I love Uncle Kenny already. I'm really annoying.
Add it to the cart.
All right, we're adding it to the cart. All right, we've got breakfast. We've got the main course.
Yep.
We've got dessert. But you know what I'm out of? I'm out of coffee. What would you
Coffee,
suggest?
what you need for dessert
Right.
or for the
Right.
morning after that big meal. We've got so many great local coffees, but one that I know is a hit because we've sampled it before is this Magic Beans, which is made right here in Lexington. This stuff is good. You're gonna like it. Just give
All
it a whiff.
bases covered. I would shake your hand if I could, but I'll just say thank you very much.
Well, thank you for coming by. Enjoy your meal.
We're good to go.
All right.
I like the real milk
Me too.
so much. Okay, let's cut this end off till it's square. Not too much, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You gotta kind of
Like
saw
that?
off there. Yep. Same on the other. Now that's the harder side, where the stem was. So now what I would like you to do, Nikki, if you can, is cut that almost exactly in the middle. There you go. Just saw it back and forth.
Yeah, got it.
All right. Now what we're gonna do is just scoop these insides out, just till you get down to the meat of it. Just take the seeds and just make a little bowl. Now, if you haven't tried this, and a lot of people have, it's kind of a trendy thing right now, and it's really kind of cool. The whole thing is kind of something you don't expect. So if you're on a low carb or gluten-free diet or any of those types of things, this is your excuse to have pasta. All right, I've got my salt, pepper, and garlic here that I always keep around. You can't hardly go wrong. I always keep some mixed up. Now, if you will, Nikki, put me some olive oil in there.
Right, all over, inside too.
Yep, and we're just gonna brush that in, kind of seal all our stuff in there. You could have gone it the other way too. You could have gone the salt and pepper first, but it doesn't matter. Now we're gonna set these faces down. Now, if there were canoes, they'd be upside down. We're gonna set our oven for 375, and we're gonna go from 45 minutes to an hour on this.
Okay.
And you're gonna be surprised what happens when it comes out. So let's go ahead and pop those in, if you will.
All right.
Wow, that's cooking. You made something. I love your dips. Now your crab dip that you make.
That's your favorite.
Oh my goodness, I could live on that.
Really, Barry Gibb?
Really, who?
Barry Gibb, that's who you're starting to look like.
Barry Gibb.
I mean, you kind of look like Barry Gibb. It just came to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talk about my
From the
crab
Bee
dip.
Gees.
Yeah, you look like a Bee Gee right now. You look like a Bee Gee. Just let your hair go a little longer. Okay, that's good.
How can I lose a happy?
Back to the crab dip.
Let's
I'm
cut
sorry.
around you.
Okay.
Barry Gibb.
Okay. You just hit me. I don't know. I'm
So
sorry.
you wanna-
Yeah.
all right. You know who you look like? Samantha Sang.
Who's that?
She sang with Barry Gibb one time.
Oh, really?
Look it up.
Oh, okay.
Can we have some disco music in the background? Ready? 1, 2, 3. How about we call this disco dip?
Oh, disco dip. I like
Disco
that.
dip, since you're Samantha Sang.
And you're very good.
Since you're making disco dip tonight,
What's in my disco
what is
dip?
it? Give me the overview. I know it was good.
It's artichoke spinach dip, but it's called disco dip now.
Disco dip.
I just kind of put artichoke, spinach. We're gonna put onions, Swiss cheese, cream cheese, all your favorite everything. Just and let it cook. All right, you ready for all my onions?
All right. All right, our onions are going. Show me how much
want some
spinach you
spinach?
want.
Do a whole. Fill it up. Just do a whole.
Fill it up?
Yeah.
Like this whole
Like that,
bowl?
because it gets
Oh,
pretty
it
little.
lumps down pretty good.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, I got me some artichokes
All right.
in a can, and they were just kind of got that oil on them, kind of flavor, and I'm just gonna chop them up a little bit. You could probably do all this in a blender if you wanted.
We had this the other night. It was really good.
So I'm just gonna chop these up a little bit.
All right, we're getting close here. Where are you going?
All right, mine's simple. I got cream cheese here, and I kind of tried to let it get a little bit room temperature.
Whole bar.
You don't
cream
have to.
cheese.
Yeah, that's the best stuff.
So much for our rest. Well, you know what? We may as well have one unhealthy dish tonight, huh?
That's not bad. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw all these artichokes in there, and just kind of. And you can put this all in a blender. Some people like to, or just a mixer, mix it up.
I like
But I
it
like
chunky.
chunks. Yeah, I want chunks too. And I'm just gonna kind of mix it with a fork. And whenever your spinach is ready, you can throw that in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we're gonna throw some.
Well, that'll kind of loosen your cheese up a little bit. Are you ready?
Go ahead. Yeah, I could use
If I
that.
hold the pan up, you get the wooden spoon?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Now, you already imagine what you got going on here.
Yeah.
The flavors, those things combine nicely. I'm gonna use that skillet again.
All right. How about some of your salt and pepper and garlic too? That's good.
I will help you out with that.
And I like Swiss cheese, so I have probably a cup and a half of Swiss cheese here. I'm gonna
You
throw
grated
into
that
it.
a minute ago.
Yeah, I
so
did.
yeah.
I love Swiss cheese, and that's a lot of cheese, but that's what makes it good. What do you think?
Oh, I love any kind of cheese.
I'm just gonna mix that up.
Oh man.
Put it in the pan, and we'll get
You
a
want this?
little more salt and pepper.
Oh, this is mostly pepper and garlic.
All right. I want to cook about a half hour. We can look at it. You can let it get a little browner, but remember the other night we got it out early because
Jiminy Christmas.
you guys were ready to start. It was bubbling and you wanted to eat it.
You know, there's all kinds of sports events coming up. Everybody's having parties. This is perfect year-round type
To eat
deal.
that.
So what do you do from this
I'll
point?
put it in this pan,
All right.
and that's it. Let's just let
Oh,
this.
smell that.
Yeah, let's just. You can eat it right now.
Oh, that smells good.
We could have put mushrooms or anything, but
And how long are you gonna let that go for?
let's check it after a half hour. And if it's
So
if
about
you're starving, we'll
350?
eat it. Yeah, bring
Oh.
it. Let it go longer and let it brown up. And put this in the oven.
All right. Okay, we say we're gonna use the same pan a lot tonight. Go ahead and toss me some onions in there, if you will.
All these?
Yep.
Alrighty.
There's so many things you can do with a spaghetti squash. And you can leave enough of the original shell there to use it as a boat, which we're gonna do tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna make 2 different recipes. You can make 500 different things. You can do Alfredo, you can do chicken, you can do anything you want and just pretend like that's your pasta.
Yeah.
Now, if you will, go ahead and pop those little pieces of garlic in there. I'll press them out in here. We're gonna cut some onions, some shallot, and some garlic. I'm just gonna turn that over. Again, don't brown your garlic too much. All right, now, first of all, I'm gonna just kind of, little red wine.
Yum.
I'm gonna go a heaping, let's just say a tablespoon of basil pesto. And I like some extra dry oregano. And guess what? Lots of it. And we had a pretty good tomato crop last year. Now this is gonna be enough for you and me, so I'm just gonna do
Let's do one.
one. Take just a little bit of tomato paste, thicken it up just a hair. And that's a real quick and easy
Just tomato based.
tomato
sauce.
paste.
That's-
And if a lot of times the acid gets you, there's too much tomato in there. It's a legit old chef told me. And a lot of people really freak out. But just a little bit of sugar if you want to
Some
do
sugar?
that. And we'll let that simmer for just a few minutes. All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, grab one of them. We've let these cool now.
That looks good.
All right, now look what happens when we go in here to pull this out. So that's going to be our
That's our pasta.
pasta. Look at that, just like
Yum.
strands of spaghetti. We're going to take our spaghetti sauce, put right in
Yeah.
there. This is kind of a tried and true sauce that I've come up with over the years. It's my
Always good.
favorite. Now, what we're going to do?
What are you gonna do?
Cheese.
I love cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
Yum.
All right, pop that in if you will. 350, just till your cheese starts to melt, because we're ready to go. All right, if you'll cut me some long, thin onion strips, I'm going to take some large Marge, bacon, all right, so we're going to take our onions,
Yummy.
pop those in the bacon grease.
Yum.
I poured a little bit of that off. We just need a little bit of bacon grease. Now we're going to drop in some spinach.
How much you want?
I want probably more than we have in this bowl. Is there any more than this? Mm-hmm. Just a little bit more, because that's really going to melt now.
Right.
Oh, it smells good. Does it not smell good?
It does.
All right, now, just a little bit of pepper in here. If you want to go ahead and
Get the squash.
get that squash ready. I'm going to take a little cottage cheese and put it in here. Just let it soften up. Let it get nice and mixed up with that. I'm going to take our fork and start doing the same thing. Is that
Yum.
not cool?
I can't wait to try it.
Look at that. It's just like spaghetti. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this, plop it
Yum.
right in over here. Oh, that smells so good. Now, as if couldn't get any better, let's put that bacon on top. Now we got to come back with some Parmesan cheese on top of that, because you just have to.
That looks good.
There it is.
Pop it in the oven too.
Pop it in, let it get brown, and the spaghetti one should be done. So, let me try your disco dip.
Want some disco dip? With these cute little pieces of bread, I'll put some on
I
there.
know it's gonna be hot. Ooh, look at the steam.
You might
Look,
want
now
that.
look at that. Now how
Okay.
can you go wrong? Swiss cheese and cream cheese.
Salt and pepper. I might have too much on here. Who said it's hot?
Be careful.
I know.
I'm kind of in love with that.
That's good.
Wow. This is absolutely wonderful.
I'm glad you like it.
Okay, I'm going to let you have the first
They're
bite.
too pretty. I mean, look how pretty that looks. I hate
Isn't
to
that
even-
nice?
So I want to get down in there.
You got its own natural little boat.
That's delicious.
And it's got bacon on top.
It's like you're having spaghetti.
Let me get some pasta out there. Look at that.
Wow.
Now there's the bite. There's the perfect bite right there. Look, it's got the bacon. It's got a big onion hanging off. Al dente, fake pasta.
Let's see.
No gluten.
How is it, Barry Gibb?
Wow.
I can't believe we haven't tried this till now. That's
I know.
amazing. Now that one tastes like you're eating spaghetti. It really
Well,
does.
it's a spaghetti squash.
Wow, that is good.
You know what we don't have is a drink.
Yes, we do.
Now, every drink does not have to have alcohol. Some people don't drink, and that's all
Right.
fine and good. But if you don't, if you want to mix a drink for yourself or your kid, it's called a mocktail.
Mocktail.
Mocktail would be good right now.
That sounds yummy.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Alex is back with fruit.
Lots of it.
This looks interesting. I can't wait to see what you've got here.
Yeah, so this is a drink called freckle juice, and this is going to be a
Freckle juice.
mocktail.
Aha.
So the kiddos can have this
There
for
you
sure.
go.
So you get some sliced peaches in a can, which makes this very easy. You can, of course, double this recipe. We're just going to do half. So about half of the can.
So mandarin oranges and peaches and bananas?
I got a
How could
banana
you
over
beat that?
here. I'll break it in two.
All right.
A can of, or a bottle, I'm sorry, of L8. We're gonna add a little bit of crushed ice, which I made with your old-fashioned isomat.
Isomat.
I love that thing. All right, so it's as simple as that. I'm also just gonna add a little bit of lemon juice. If you don't like lemon, you don't have to do this, but you can also use store-bought lemon juice, but I like just to use the real stuff. You might even let the kiddos squeeze this because it's kind of fun to do.
No
A
seeds.
kid at heart.
No seeds that way.
No seeds this way. It's as easy as that. That was just half a lemon. It's gonna be about 3 tablespoons if you use the store-bought. This lid on nice and tight. Turn.
I gotta use that
Easy
more.
as that. Nice. Look how easy that was. Fantastic. And, woo, easy for the open. Now you could add some more ice if you want in here.
That really smells like,
Doesn't it?
that's almost like a dessert.
Woo.
Or
It's a little messy for sure.
Try a
Doesn't
sip
it look
of that.
delicious?
Wow. That's almost like a smoothie. Thank you so much for a wonderful idea.
Thank you.
One of the subtleties I just picked up here is when you roast that squash with the olive oil, that's a nice taste in itself. Now we tried that just by itself. That's edible just like that.
It's
I got to
really
make a
good,
meal of that, but
right.
when, you know, why not just go crazy?
Yeah.
If you have seen these recipes and you think, wow, that's pretty cool. I wonder if they have any more. Well, I'll bet we do. Where can you find them?
TimFarmersCountryKitchen.com.
That's right. Click YouTube, boom, hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe billions. If you'd like to be our Facebook friend, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page, Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen, click like, boom. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's all about
Good times
good friends
and really good eats.
and good eats. We'll see you next week with a brand new Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. Let's dig in.
To order a cookbook, please call 502-319-0487 or email timfarmerck@gmail.com. Special thanks to CKY, Canoe, Kentucky, Furniture World Superstore, Housewarmings, Lodge Cast Iron, Tater Knob Pottery and Farm,